So our last sherry in the pairing is the sweetest of all, and it does challenge me, as I think I said earlier on, unless it's poured over vanilla ice cream, and then it is the most amazing feast. But it is a PX, so produced from the Pedro Ximinez grape, and the one that we've got in the tasting is Hildago, and it's the Triana, and it is really, really rich and decadent. There's no doubt about it. Now, I was really lucky. Alongside visiting Gonzales Bias, I actually visited the Hildago bodega in San Luca de Barrameda, and it was phenomenal. So this PX is really dark. I mean, look at that colour and look at the glycerine, and it is a big pudding fix, and basically it's treacly and it's raisiny and it's got fig notes and prunes. It's got a lot going on. And some people absolutely go for it. I had a sort of tapas party, and I was introducing friends to sherry, and there was one person there who just didn't get the dry sherries at all. As soon as we got the PX out, they were just wallowing in it. So it's really interesting to see where one's palates are going to. PX is one of the sort of classics to pair with chocolate, and you'll find it with chocolate mousses, chocolate souffles. I mean, just with so many chocolate puddings, it is the go-to. And that's where I wanted to branch out and think outside the box and use different styles of sherry, which I think work really well with chocolate. So Pedro Ximinez, super sweet, and for someone like me, it's challenging, but it still is delicious. So I'm going to kickstart and challenge it with stem ginger chocolate, which should be able to stand its own, because PX is really intense, it's really rich, and it has the challenge for me where it could overpower some of the gentler flavours. So it's going to be interesting. Okay. Off we go. So stem ginger, no brainer. It really balances with the PX. The big sort of hit of ginger, and then the richness, the raisiness, the sort of dried fruits of the PX. They really stand up to each other, and it works really well. It takes the edge off the intensity of PX if you do find it too intense. I think this would be a really good, after quite a light dinner, to have this as a sort of pudding. I sort of imagine sort of fish, salmon or whatever, and then having PX with a stem ginger chocolate, I think would be really, really on it. Okay, so let's take it to a different zone, and we're going to go for the cherry and tonka bean. So I'm going to have a bit of water. I think on this tasting, I've probably eaten the equivalent of a box of chocolates, and I've probably, I don't know how much sherry I've drunk, but anyway. Let's go. Okay, so the strength of the PX with its flavour profile is definitely driving this, but good old tart cherry, it stands its own, it's holding its own, and it's starting to really come forward. And the PX is just alongside it. It's not overpowering it. There's no tussle, there's no fight going on. I really love, I mean, that's sort of converting me to PX. I love that tartness and the cherry, that sort of lusciousness. It's a really, really fantastic combination. So now that's making me think, let's go for lemon cream, which could be a real clash of the titans, or it could work. If you saw my little workstation, you'd be horrified. I'm filming this in my tiny kitchen, and hence we've got the strawberry picture up behind, and it is very chaotic around my table. Okay, I love the lemon white. Okay. I wonder if PX really needs the acidity, because the acidity from the fruit, that citrus note, is really powering forward. And again, the chocolate slightly, is it lost? It's not lost, it's there in the background, but I'm getting this lemon dried fruit, raisin, figgy, whatever marriage. And actually it really works. It makes me think of when I'm steeping sherry with lemon zest and orange peel, and it's sort of taking me to that zone. I really like it. Good Lord, I'm getting back into PX, or into PX for the first time, really. Okay, so we've done that. What else should we do pair with it? I wonder if the spiced orange will stand up to it. Where is my spiced orange? Voila. I'm imagining that the spicy orange side will come out of the chocolate, but who knows? Ooh, wow. Spice. That is what I get. I get the whole pop of spice from that chocolate with the PX. Really interesting. Again, pretty much balances. Okay, you lose the orange, but it doesn't, it's sort of, again, it's in the background. It's sort of orange peel I have in my mind. But it is the dance of the spices on the palate with the PX alongside it. Yes, that works. Is there one more that we can do? We can try the, now let's try the apricot cream. Actually, there's one more I want to do off this. Okay, if I'm honest, the apricots get lost. The PX really needs strong flavours, I think, to stand up to it. I get subtle notes of the apricot starting to come through now. So maybe it's one that I shouldn't be so impatient with. My middle name is Patient. I have none. Yeah, so I am getting the apricot. I am. So funnily enough, I would say that this is one to explore. Intriguing. Okay, one more. Let's go back to Suffolk, and we're going to do the hazelnut. Dark caramelised hazelnuts. Well, you would expect that to work, and it does work. It really actually, again, the chocolate with PX seems to just, maybe it's because it bounces so well, it goes in the background. I just get hazelnut. That's what I get. And hazelnuts I love because they're a nut, and the hazelnuts. So that stands up to PX too. So that is my pairing with the chocolat and PX. Again, a bit like the cream sherry and potentially the palo cortado. It will go with most chocolate. But what I would explore is the citrus side, or anything that's tart or has got a strong flavour, to see how it stands up to the PX. But again, the apricot one was interesting in the way that initially it was drowned in PX, and then as everything relaxed on the mouth, the sort of palate, it worked. So really interesting. Definitely loads to explore.